Let's go with glory.
Yeah.
Kozor Descent into Madness features 43 full-color pages of intricately detailed art that tells a nightmare-fueled story of foul demons, abundant bloodshed, and the insidious corruption of a warrior's psyche. The story centers around a mighty warrior named Chief Barton and his clan of savage swordsmen who embark on a quest into the sacred swamplands of Nimla in search for the mysterious Faceless People, a race of submissive super soldiers who will balance out the odds in a ruthless war between man and demon. But when they're attacked by a flock of flying beasts, their journey proves more fatal than they could have ever imagined. In this campaign, backers get no less than the definitive edition of Kozor Descent into Madness, which comes complete with refined edits, additional story pages, retouched interior artwork, and new wraparound covers. If you're a fan of dark fantasy and medieval horror, this book is for you. Back Kozor Descent into Madness today, only on Indiegogo.
Hello, everybody. So if you didn't know, it's launch day for Kozor. So we have Clayton Barton on.
Hey.
Hey, brother. We got Red Gaze.
What's up? What's up?
We got Matt Fitzpatrick. How we doing, buddy?
Hey, Kozor looks freaking badass.
Thanks, man.
That looks right up my alley.
Beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
And we got Liam Gray. Hello, brother. The one and only. Sweet, man. Yeah. So this is going to be like really my first look at this project as well. Clayton and I, we kind of knew each other from years ago as well. Just you're a really great guy. You've helped out a lot of people as well. So
thanks, man.
Oh, dude. Thank you for coming on. Like I said, I like cool people on here. I like people who are very passionate, willing to help others. So you're more than welcome. And that's what this is going to be. We're going to be talking about this awesome project, at least for a little bit, and then jumping around to some other topics and other campaigns. So thank you, everyone who showed up in chat today as well. Let me go through this a little bit. Oh, wait, I know this guy. He's on the panel. We got Mogwai. Yeah, man. We're gonna do our best to entertain you today. We got our brother Sim.
Awesome.
Dude, hail, brother. We got Jezebel. She was on earlier with Carla. They had the Powerpuff Girl stream, which is always fun. We got Frog G in the house. Hail, bro.
Sweet.
We got
I like
Frog
Frog G.
Yeah, he's cool. He's awesome. We got Apollo. I hope you twerk today, Apollo.
All good, folks.
Hell yeah. Did I see Pale Rider?
He did.
Raven. Who'd I miss? Lothar D. Hail, brother. Yeah, so yeah. Thank you, everyone, for showing up. Let's go over this cool campaign. Clayton, tell us about this for anyone who doesn't know what it is. First of all, congratulations on getting funded already. Dude, it's not even a full day.
Yeah, man, it's insane. We're obviously Corey and I are very stoked, and similar to you, actually, Vinny. We are brothers who have worked on this campaign and in order to get it done. Now, Corey is the original illustrator and writer of Kozor Descent into Madness for this first ever printed edition. I'm going in over the top of it, touching up all the line art, all of the colors. I've done a cover for it as well, as you can see there. And Corey has also done a new variant, as well as added in some additional story pages to give the narrative a little bit more context. So this is really the very best version of Kozor that we're trying to get out there.
That's awesome. Yeah, I didn't know your brother was working on this as well. That is so cool.
Yeah. You know, he was a little bit apprehensive to launch it at first because, you know, this book's been done for almost 3 years and we just never had a chance to get it out there. It's been sitting in a plastic slip folder. We're the only ones who have had a chance to read it. I said, dude, we got to launch a campaign for it. It's too good. Would you feel better about it if I went in and touched up some of the artwork and kind of give it a little bit of an update? And after that apprehension turned into excitement. So here we are today after a few months of working intensely trying to get this campaign up and running.
Dude, that's cool, man. That's cool and that's beautiful, because that's what does happen. I mean,
Yeah.
with all the other work and things that are going on in life, sometimes people are doing that, especially if it's two brothers that are working together like that.
Totally.
Yeah, have it done. Through the Woods had a little bit of a similar situation. There was pauses in between those issues, but then when I decided like I was going to start running campaigns, I went back in, reworked a lot of the artwork. We even played with some of the story elements, did other edits to it, and really
awesome.
Came up with something really clean and clear and just really beautiful. So
very similar situation here as well.
Yeah, because that's the thing, man. Life and work and all that stuff, it's not as easy to bang these things out. But now that we're into the groove, everyone's working extra hard. We're getting more projects done, working with other creators. So it's definitely a cool thing. But hell yeah, dude, look at that work.
Thanks, man. Took a little while, just a little while.
Yeah, dude, I love that you got like that Silvestri flavor all over this piece. I mean, your style is yours, but it has those flavors.
It's music to my ears. I love Mark Silvestri.
Dude, I always been a huge fan of his. But yeah, and yeah, your brother's work is really great. It's almost
intense, man.
It's got a similar flavor to like Joe Ball,
He's had that comparison made before, yeah.
Yeah, I think so, man. The detail in there is it's wicked.
Thanks, man. Well, we're actually releasing a black and white version of it. So not just a black and white cover, but a black and white interior to really shine a spotlight on all that intricately detailed line art.
Wow. Dude, yeah, that's great. Hell yeah. Why not? Who did the colors, by the way? Or did I miss that?
Corey did the colors.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, I'm going back in and I'm touching some of them up, but he did that initial coloring pass, and all I've done is added in some adjustment layers to really make them pop. But yeah, he's the one behind a majority of it, man.
Oh,
he's
wow.
an insanely talented kid. We've been brothers. We've always bounced ideas off of one another, gone to each other for advice, and really helped one another lift our art game immensely. Being brothers has its advantages when you're a creator.
Yeah.
Well, when you're both creative.
Well, yeah, and especially it sounds like the two of you are. I'm gonna assume you have kind of a similar cadence in how you create. My brother and I, we've over the years, it's been headbutts, but at the same time, when it comes to the creative part of it, when we're brainstorming, we're really having fun. It's just when we get down to the little minutiae and stuff is when those fights happen. What about you guys?
Yeah, no, totally. I can very much understand that. And I've heard of other brothers, who end up creating bands and stuff, having those kind of little infights. Luckily, Corey and I have, there's been a certain amount of respect for one another. And so if I give him an idea that he doesn't like, I respect he doesn't like it and I won't push it. But a lot of the time he's very open and he'll listen. Same with me. I might not like what he has to say sometimes, but I know that I got to take it on board because he's probably right. I hate it when he's right.
Yeah, dude, it happens, man. It happens. But yeah, no worries on that kind of stuff. It's cool because in the end, it's you're working towards the same goal. So
totally, man.
Yeah, and even with my brother too, it's eventually like if he knows I was right, he'd fight tooth and nail, and then like a week later, he'd be like, "No, you were right." Oh, okay. So why'd you wait that long?
It's the best. It's the best when that happens.
You're right.
So yeah, man, like Kozor in it essentially is a medieval horror, a dark fantasy story about a brave, grizzled warrior and his team of men who end up venturing into this sacred swampland that has within it, scattered among the trees and the swamp, a race of people known as the Faceless, who are essentially very susceptible super soldiers. So they're submissive, but they're extremely powerful. And they want to procure these beings so that they can create an army to help the humans fight against the demon force that threatens mankind.
Oh wow.
Now, throughout the book, the team who's leading these warriors is, of course, Chief Barton, who you see here. But all the while through the story, he's being tormented by this malevolent force, this demon presence known as Magator, who actually wants to corrupt his mind and use him for his own bidding, use him as a pawn against Kozor, who won't be so present within Descent into Madness, but will become more of a prominent figure throughout the series.
Okay.
Obviously, the title being Kozor.
Right. I would imagine so, but
So series. How much do you guys have planned, laid out, storyboarded, sort of thought out? What are you looking at here? Is it ongoing infinitely, or do you kind of know sort of your arcs? Like, what are we looking at?
So Corey's very passionate about this project and extremely invested. In fact, by the time we go into fulfillment, March 2021, issue 2 will be complete. So we're going to get issue 1 out at the same time we've completed issue 2. And Corey can't wait to get onto issue 3. So he's got some really big plans for this book. In fact, I believe he's also got some spin-offs that he wants to do. I've asked him if he wants to do other series, but he seems to be very tied into the world of Kozor and the various characters within it. In a sense, it's like Game of Thrones and Lord of the Rings. The story isn't about what the story is called, but instead the characters who revolve around that central figure.
Okay,
that's cool.
Yeah.
So I wanted to ask too about because I'm assuming then you said the majority of the work and stuff was done for a while, so he must have issue 2 is got to be done or close to done.
Yeah, it's about 90% done. All of the inks are complete. It's a 60-page book, so it's even longer than this one. And he's about halfway through the coloring on it. So once that coloring is done, I might go in over the top of that one and kind of do some touch-ups. But we'll be releasing that one not all that long after we release this one.
Nice.
Which is great.
Nice, man. So on future books, are you going to have more of a hand in it as well?
I'm not too sure yet. I have to admit it to you, man. Like, going over the top of issue 1 has really drawn me into the story a lot. Like, I've obviously got my own plans with a project called Renegade Alpha, which is just my project, just me. Okay. But I got to say, Corey's the universe of Kozor is very, very attractive. And heck, man, I'd love to do a spin-off. In fact, I designed a character a few years ago called Borok the Brute, who Corey has actually implemented into issue 2 as I guess a guest star. So if we can create a spin-off series based on him, that'd be pretty awesome.
It's a good name.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Strong name.
Borok the Brute.
Excelsior.
Excelsior.
Totally. Yeah.
Hold on, wait a minute. What is this garbage? There's no spandex, there's no capes, no laser guns.
Are you a voice actor?
What a bunch of trash. No, it looks good. I like it.
You're good. You're good at that.
Dude,
I think it looks good no matter what Rand Steve says.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He can't say the real name. Just if you were wondering. But yeah, dude, yeah, this is really beautiful stuff, man.
Thanks.
Yeah, I
the colors are awesome.
They are. I'm cheering you guys on all the way on this.
Thanks so much, man. We really wanted to make sure that when we launched this campaign, it didn't look too amateur. We wanted to make sure that we had a professional presentation, because I think that these campaigns, they tell you something about the quality of the book and what you are to expect. So, we're going to be shipping all of these books. And actually, I don't know if Liam's there at the moment, but we need to tell you guys, the fellow Aussies, about this. But we found this packing company that is similar to Gemini packaging, maybe even better, but you can ship A3 size packages out, A4 size packages, and it will protect your book as you ship it out across the rest of the world. So I'll put a link to that in our little chat group on Twitter.
Yeah, that'll be rad. Yeah, because there's a whole story with that. Exactly. But yeah, so what's the width of how much can you fit into it? Because A3 is pretty big, but how what's the size of a book you could fit in there, page wise?
It's very similar to a Gemini.
Yeah,
I'll do solo if you want to show it again.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah,
so it's You know, and I actually had a Gemini package around here somewhere. It's probably downstairs, but this is it. So this is an A4 one, and this is the thickness of it. If you open it up here, you can see that even the structure inside is very similar to a Gemini.
Yep.
So you can put the book in there. You can put as many as you want, and that'll just fold over, and it's got this little sticky tab at the top that you just stick it down with. And you know, man, they're pretty cheap. It's about $11 for 25 of them. It says on their site. They do wholesale, so it's pretty sick.
Nice.
Sweet. Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
Nice.
You definitely got to look into all that stuff because I ran across a few problems from my first campaign up into the last one. And, you know, there's all these little things and you got to work them all out. But, I ended up getting like this kind of this white box. Well, you guys have it. You've seen how it was. So, and anyone who backed through the woods, they've seen it. But that's why I also put like the Ziploc bag with it, tissue paper to make sure that, there's no moisture.
Don't say Ziploc.
Sandwich gate.
Yeah.
But it was for the hardcover book. So, I mean, like many people said, you could run that over with a car. It's still going to be, in pristine condition. So,
Totally.
But yeah, just in case, especially going overseas, you want to make sure everything is proper. And a lot of people were also, buying City of Venus or some of my art books. So everything fit in there if they'd gotten extra. So that was the cool thing about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, you definitely have to make sure you have the right products and stuff.
Big time, man. That's one of the reasons we've given ourselves until March 2021, even though the book is mostly done, because we're not so much worried about the production as we are about the first time going into print and going through that entire process, right? We know that there's inevitably going to be a lot of things that we got to work through with that, just unforeseen circumstances that are going to pop up.
Man. Exactly. And I recommend that for everyone, and then deliver early. That's my plan too. That's how you do it.
That's the plan.
If there's any hiccups or problems, then you're still going to be ahead of schedule. That's the plan. And then
Totally.
Then you'll know basically what we're dealing with here with our import and export and stuff,
Absolutely.
Since we're here instead of there.
Right, and because of what's going on in the world with the virus and all that stuff, you want to have a little bit of you want to gap just that padding in case. But we got professionals here. I mean, everyone on this panel, they have their heart and soul into all of this. So trust us, things are in motion, things are happening, projects are getting done, and they're going to be delivered. So be very very safe and backing all these guys because we got amazing people here and no one would steer you wrong. Not in this panel. I'll tell you that much.
No, totally.
Yeah.
If Corey was here, he could show you like the finished book in that plastic slip folder I was talking about, so that you know it's actually done. Besides those additional story pages he's adding in.
Oh, cool. Because I was supposed to have Mike Murphy on as well, but
he's on our stream at the moment, so he can't come on. But
okay.
That's all right.
Look at this, man. See, I gotta get my brother to do that while I'm streaming, going on another stream.
Yeah, man. That's the strategy.
Yeah, whip that boy into shape, Vinny.
That's right, man. Or slap him around a little bit, right? No, we don't just put them in Ziploc bags. You crazy? You get a box.
Yeah.
You know that. But yeah,
that's funny.
She got him as well. Because of the size, it's a big book. Oh, got it right here. Yeah, this book is. I mean, this is a nice size. I guess I don't know with the European what A something or other. This is like 9x12 almost, or just about. So you get some good stuff here.
That's a gorgeous book, man.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, this one's still available. Everybody, we'll talk about that a little bit later. Because we know Clayton might have to leave early, so we want to make sure that we're covering this properly for him. And then we'll be jumping around a bit. Oh, dude, yeah, no problem.
Yeah, man, that Kozor art looks bitchin'.
Oh, dude, it looks
really sweet, man.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah. And I was noticing. You said you're doing a black and white version as well. I was noticing the color. I mean, really does not take away from the detail that much. From what I was seeing, it's very well blended.
Yeah, I mean, Corey does a great job at. Well, actually, both Corey and I have worked really hard to make sure that we come up with a coloring style that complements the line art and of an equal quality. Because sometimes you'll get really beautiful line art with really subpar coloring and really amazing coloring with really subpar line art. So we wanted to make sure both were just as good as the other, because we figure if you can get both, then you can't lose.
Right. Well, I think you succeeded.
Thanks, man. No, I'm glad you like it.
You
I
did,
really am.
Because
comics are about aesthetics.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
and the level of detail that you have in the line work, you don't want anything overpowering. So yeah, it's subtle enough and it works and still brings out what needs to be brought out. I gotta say, you nailed it. And it is interesting, like just really looking at it now and studying it more. You didn't go in with extra rendering, but your brother did on some of the pages, or you did, whoever did finishing touches. But and both work. It's like Red was saying, it's not overpowering. It's there. It's solid. It's beautiful.
Totally, man. It's going to be a really interesting book because it is very much a blend of my style and Corey's style, since I'm kind of giving it that final pass. And it's kind of special because of that. This Barton Bros collaboration.
That is cool. Yeah, I had another brother who was more artistic. He's a writer strictly. But yeah, I've done the back and forth, and even when I worked at McFarlane, I would be more hands-on with the other creators and artists there. So to really like you said, that studio environment, and it's even better if you got your brother nearby, that you could really flesh it out properly. You could really go, okay, wait a minute, what are you working on here? What if you added a little bit more over there? What if we did this with that character? And all those little fun, kind of cool, maybe boring to some people, but to the artist, it's very exciting because
totally,
you get
man,
that extra flair.
Nope.
Everybody okay?
Correct.
Somebody go down.
And Frazier goes down.
Big
Does Liam have life alert? What is this?
Oh boy. Oh, that was Liam. I don't even know who it was.
I think it was Red Gaze.
I'm assuming
Liam is on.
No, of course
Liam's
not.
on mute.
It was you, Red?
No, of course not.
Oh, okay.
Who knows?
Wait,
it's a mystery.
There's Frankie. Speak of the devil.
Thanks, Frankie.
Great guy.
Appreciate that, man.
Tell us about these tiers. Let us know what people are going to get here.
So the tiers are really cool. Look, a lot of people have said that what is that, $97 USD is a little expensive for that top featured tier, but let me tell you why. You get all three versions of the book. So you get the two variant covers and the black and white version, but you also get 3 A3 posters as well, which are shipped to you in that flat packaging. So they won't be rolled up, they won't be folded, it'll be 100% flat. You also get the digital version on top of that, and all the books are signed. So that's the reason why it's a little pricier. It's not just 3 books, it's also 3 posters.
Right.
I'd recommend that one.
Yeah, and you got to keep in mind as well that it's printing costs for extra books on top of it, because black and white is a different run from doing color. So there's no special deals there. So I think the price is good for those.
The good thing is that it's not that much more to ship 3 books than it is to ship 2 books, right? In fact, I don't think there's a price difference at all, because it's only once it's above a certain weight that it jumps in price. So, I mean, you do get a bargain on the shipping. That's the one thing.
Yeah. For those of you who are curious, at least within Australia, it's basically about 500 grams, which for your standard Comicscape book using standard sort of paper grade is about 140 pages, including cover of weight. So long as you're shipping under 140 pages, it typically won't go over the 500 grams.
Right.
That's awesome to know, man.
So well, we're all here to help each other,
Exactly.
Totally.
Exactly. That's the point of these streams too, because there's some people who might not even you're not in the same circles with others, and if we bounce around on different shows, you're going to get different information. You're going to get more stuff that's going to help each other, and it's going to grow this even better and be even more efficient too for the fans who are purchasing and supporting. So that's a beautiful thing.
100%, man.
Yeah. And on top of it too, and for the United States, I think it's over what is it, 12 ounces or something. Then you get to the next price jump. So, yeah, the heavier books, the bigger books, they're usually more expensive. Through the Woods, I mean, that was hardcover, but the pages, I use the thickest grade you could find. So, you know, it's anyone who's backed my books, you guys know it's the highest quality because that's what everyone deserves here. So, but yeah, and that's the cool thing, man. That's the cool thing what we're doing. But
yeah, man.
Yeah. Real quick, somebody asked who the artist was again. That's Corey. That's Clayton's brother, and Clayton did some finishing touches on the pages as well. And
Basically, yeah.
Beautiful variant cover.
Yep. So yeah, you know, moving on with the rewards, actually, that's just the definitive edition with the default cover, which is my cover, and that's says 35 AUD, but if you look just under that, you get the USD price, yes, which is actually $5, fairly standard for a Comicsgate comic of 48 pages.
Is that new? Is that new? Are you sharing your screen, or is Vinny sharing that?
I'm sharing it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I think that's new.
Okay. Well, that's good then.
I wonder if they fixed the thing with shipping too, where when you go to shipping, if it'll show you the. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, no, I would do it, but I don't want to dox myself.
Yeah. No. It's just that's good because that's one of the things that was screwing me around for a while was the way they were showing the prices.
Right. Yeah, because anyone who's watching, if you back any books from Australia or other parts of the country, or the world rather, take a look underneath that big price you see when you go to checkout, because it's not going to be the one that's in bold. It's going to be the one that's underneath that's slightly gray. So I know a lot of people got confused when they're looking at books from overseas. So that's something to be well aware of when checking out these campaigns and supporting.
For sure. Sorry for interrupting, Clayton.
No, it's all good.
No, it was a good question.
I was surprised by that as well. I thought it was very, very useful to have that price under there. And they come with prints too, I believe. So you'll get a print of whatever cover you're purchasing. And here we're looking at the variant cover by Corey Barton. So that is the definitive edition of the comic book, but with Corey's cover. And as you can see, that's just as good. It's a beautiful cover. You know, I love it. Underneath that, you've got the black and white version, which is a black and white exterior cover, wraparound, and a black and white interior. Now, by wraparound, I mean that you're going to get a beautiful illustration on the front and the back. That is both my cover and Corey's cover.
Oh,
so that's really cool.
That is great.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then underneath that, you've got the variant cover combo. That's pretty self-explanatory. It's basically both our covers in one package. You get two prints with that. You get a print of my cover and Corey's cover without the title, of course. It's just the artwork. And I believe that variant cover combo is A3 sized posters.
Okay. What is A3? Is that like 9x12 or close to it?
Yeah, it's actually, if you click on it, it should say it there. Yep, cool.
Yeah,
that's A4. That's A4, so that's slightly smaller, actually.
Right.
So that's 8.3 inches by 11.7. Cool.
Yeah. So it's roughly that. That's pretty damn good. That's a great size. And and that's $50 for everyone in the United States. So it's you get both covers, both books, both posters. That's fantastic.
Absolutely. And we tried to keep the. Sorry, man. Go ahead.
No. I said and the digital. So that's great.
Yeah. You get the digital too. Again, both signed by Corey and I. And we tried to keep the shipping as low as possible on all of these. All right.
Yeah, beautiful.
And then you've got the
yeah, it didn't show the shipping for the US.
Oh, really?
Huh.
Is it only in AUD? Is it? Must be.
That's something I really wish they did fix, because you're going to find that that's going to hurt your campaign a lot. That's the thing that we need to conquer, because people go straight to the shipping and they think it's coming from Australia. They're expecting it to be a lot, but then they get to it, they look and they go, "Why is this like twice as much as shipping from a standard Comicsgate book?" And we're like, "Guys, it's not. But
yeah, that's really unfortunate.
My statistics show that a lot of people come in, and I've got like 200 people that have come in and gone to check out and then didn't check out, and I'm like, It's the shipping, and it's people hit me up with that shipping thing.
Yeah.
There's nothing we can do about it.
So just keep in mind that the shipping, when converted to USD, which if you're from America, that's what it's going to be, will be much cheaper. It'll be about, I don't know, what do you think?
Yeah.
About twice as cheap as what it would be in Australian dollars, because you guys have an amazing value on your dollar.
Yeah, well, it does still give you the full total in USD. So
awesome.
Yeah,
that's great.
Thanks to the other orange man, they have the best dollar.
Cool. And then you've got the definitive black and white edition, the definitive and the black and white edition rather, which is pretty cool.
Excellent. And these are just the books, or there's also a poster in there?
You'll get the posters as well. So you get the black and white poster, and you'll also get the definitive edition default cover poster. And then we've got this final package. So this is epic. It is $186 USD, but for good reason. So you get 4 books in this one. You get the definitive edition variant, you get the black and white version, and you also get the original untouched version. In other words, it's all Corey, it's all his story.
Nice.
I have not gone in on that one and touched anything. So this is an exclusive offer only with this package, and there's only 50 available. Now, what you also get with that is you get 5 posters that are at A3 size. And again, that's twice as big as the posters that we just looked at. You also get an original sketch from Corey as well on top of everything else. And you get a bookmark and 3 collector cards.
Wow.
So I'm gonna ask you the hard questions.
One second.
Okay.
The drawing alone is worth that. So anyone's watching, that alone is worth that.
Yeah.
So you get that drawing, and
it's a good deal
as a free gift. But yeah, go ahead, Liam.
How are you shipping your A3 posters? Are you going to have tubes, or are you going to fold them? There is no wrong answer. There is no wrong answer, by the way. This is
these come in A3 sized.
Yep.
So they're going to ship them in an A3 package.
Nice.
Completely flat, because I don't like curled up posters. I know lots of other people don't either. So
I'd be a little bit careful with that. I'm not saying don't do it, but I'd be a little bit careful, because the dimensions of the package can also really increase the cost to ship more than the weight itself. Actually, that's something else to have a look at if you haven't thought to. But you should be good. You're selling it for $260. You should be fine. But yeah, that's something that I shipped over. I shipped over a few posters that were A3 that I had, like some of the Umata posters to Odie over in Greece like 2 weeks ago, and they were like, "Oh yeah, cool, it's gonna be $54." And I was like, "Are you kidding me? $54?" And like, "Yep." And I was like, "All right." I felt that last time I went and did it was like $14. It's like, so it's this COVID stuff is crazy right now.
It is. Hey, my sister Carla.
Everybody double check when you back. I just backed this, and it didn't go through. So I don't know what the hell's going on with that. I think it's happened to some people before.
Damn.
It hasn't gone through. That's weird.
I just got a note about that, and trust me, there's plenty of money there. So it's not anything like that. So let me try.
I wonder why that is.
What happens?
I don't know. You did get a little jump, so that's good though.
Yeah, we're doing great.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Hopefully, it's just a small hiccup. It's crazy what they're doing, and Is that mostly has that issue happened with people overseas, Red? Do you know?
I believe so. Yeah.
Okay. Let us know how you go with that. If it keeps playing up for you.
Okay. Shipping U.S. single comic, he said was $15.77. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that actually happened. I think when Gelf Walker tried to back Sunsworn, actually, he said it didn't go through, so he tried again. And I have a backer on there that's actually just blank. It's like I forget what number it is. It's just like a number, and there's no information. So I don't know. And he's overseas. That's why I think it's an overseas thing. I'm not sure.
That's a bit scary.
But But yeah, anybody who's backing in the chat right now, just double check, make sure it went through. Check your
Yeah.
email.
Double check. Yeah, Clayton's a good guy. We don't want to see him or his brother getting hurt.
Absolutely. Okay, this is the
No
second time
worries.
it did go through.
It did? Great.
Okay.
That's awesome. The system can't take all the backers. That's what it is.
That's obviously what it is.
Yeah, it must be, dude. All in one day. All in one day already.
Fantastic.
On the bright
Crashing the
side,
server.
since I backed the second time, I'm now number 69, so that works.
That's awesome, man. That's really, really awesome.
Red's 5
Okay,
years
cool.
old sometimes. he likes the number 69.
Who doesn't?
That's
Oh,
sweet.
dude, that's killer. So yeah, everyone, back this, support him. Clayton's a great guy. He's been showcasing a lot of people. He's got a fantastic channel, How to Draw Comics. Like I said, he's one of the good ones, people. One of the good ones. So
Yeah, man. I love getting you guys on because it's I try to keep it educational, and I think back to when, you'd see those old school interviews with Todd McFarlane or Jim Lee or Rob Liefeld, and it was just really cool to listen to the brains and the mind behind the comic books that we loved. So I love to keep Joe Rogan style in that way on our show.
Yes, I mean, yeah, that's why people have seen me. I go off sometimes, but it's because of that, right?
We love that.
Well, yeah, I mean, who doesn't like Angry Vinny, right?
Everybody loves Angry Vinny.
But again, it's like,
Unless he's angry at you.
well, if I'm angry at you, it's because
Yeah, that's not so good.
Yeah, well, that means it was on you.
I might
I use
deserve
logic. Everything that I do it with logic. I do it with reason. So I see.
Vinny
crazy-
doesn't come for innocent men.
That's right,
He's like, everything I do is justified, damn it.
and you know it.
I know it.
Oh yeah.
But that's the thing, right? We've seen a lot of crazy people. This week alone, there's been a bunch of nuts. There have been stupid groups who should now be wearing a blue wig. There have been people like Tom King who have been Tom King spewing that venom at another creator. I mean, like, what kind of nonsense? And then mocking fashion, showing pictures of his dog after the other one. It's like, who does this? Then they got to backpedal. Why are they backpedaling? Oh, that's because that wasn't nice to do. That means people are dumping the Batman books, whatever he's working on now. They don't want to. They don't want to support him. So now he's going to make an apology. All these dumb little political games. We're here to create.
Yeah.
We're here to have fun. We're here to listen to the fans as well. Because, like I said, my last campaign, Through the Woods, wasn't going to be a hardcover book. Wasn't even going to be a campaign. It was my first campaign. I was going to just keep taking a little bit of a break from actually running a campaign. And just dive into more work, and people wanted it. So I listened. I said, all right, let me do it. And then because it was moving so well, I said, let me really, really up the ante. I'll do a hardcover. I knew I wasn't going to hit six figures, but I said, screw it. I crunched numbers. I got as close as I could. I said, I think we could do this. And everyone supported on that. So I'm thrilled about it. Again, I didn't make a ton of money or anything on that book. That was for fans. So I was super happy about it. That's why it's still available if you guys want it. We'll check it out in a few minutes. But so this is what we're about. And nobody's spreading hate towards one another in our neck of the woods. It's we defend ourselves. So anyone who isn't aware of that,
Yeah.
you can
Don't start the fights, but we'll end it. Hey Eric, how you doing, buddy?
Absolutely.
Welcome to the
Yeah, get off my lawn.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Eric Weathers just messaged me. I've got to get back to him. Vinny, I've got to scoot, but thank you so much for having me on today, man. I really appreciate you organizing this on our launch day. It means a lot.
It was a pleasure, man. Like I said, I'm super proud of you. It's been years. Seeing you grow and develop like this is fucking fantastic. Much success. Do
really
your thing.
Appreciate that.
We're going to chat again soon with you, but anyone who's staying, we're still going to be covering campaigns. So just
Hell
so you
yeah.
know that, and we'll shoot the shit a little bit more.
Let's catch up again soon, Vinny. I'm going to send you an invite link for later if you want to jump on our stream as well, because that'll be going for the next 4 hours or so.
Oh, wow. Okay. I'll keep an eye out.
If you can't make it, no worries. All right.
Cool.
Hey,
See you, Vinny. Thanks again, man.
Have a
Appreciate
good
it.
one, brother.
highlight War Ravens last comment.
Which one? No one fights unless it's a Liam show.
Apparently.
I think
Designated
kind of
hostile.
transitioned.
Speaking of which, we got Xenotype. Liam, my
That's
friend,
right.
why don't you tell some
Mhm.
people if they haven't heard about this wonderful project yet? Why don't you give them a little bit? Give them the old.
Sure. If I was clever, I would have had my pitch on hand before I came on a stream to pitch books. But Xenotype is a 200-page graphic novel put together by myself and Odie. It was custom built, purpose built, designed like the hero himself to fight back against the deficiencies within the comic book industry and to provide the readers with a fun comic book experience again. It combines the best of Western storytelling, classic 1970s through 1980s, 1970s through 1980s, sort of classic Spider-Man style stories on a biopunk backdrop with a nice anime aesthetic, a little bit of the splash of the old ultra violence in there. It focuses on teenage comic artist Felix Vasquez as he finds himself confronted with the existence of a global conspiracy of inhuman abominations, a clandestine organization of monsters that run the world, keep
Based on
mankind.
a true story.
Yeah, exactly. And it's about him sort of coming into who he's going to be and deciding the man he's going to be going forward. He wants to be a hero, so it's something that he aspires towards, and that's really at the core what Xenotype's about. It's got a lot of heart, it's got a lot of action, and it's created to be enjoyed, and
It seriously is. Having seen big chunks of this book, I got to say, if you're a fan of Spider-Man, if you're a fan of manga, anime, it's got a mix of all those beautiful things. And it is just a feast for the eyes. It seriously is. Odie, Scotsman, what they've been doing on this book, mind-blowing. You guys, trust me, you're going to want this. If you haven't backed it yet, go jump on it. Don't wait.
Yeah. And it's just the beginning. It's just the beginning, guys. Like, we're going full steam ahead. These are limited collector's editions, so they're not going to be reprinted later. So you guys investing now aren't just buying a book. You're investing in the future of my company, and you're picking up something that will, God willing, have a greater value than what you're paying for it. That's my goal here. We got big plans, lots of cool stuff happening. We have, if you're worried about the price point, if you're thinking, oh, that's a little bit pricey for me, or you're not sure that this is something that you would immediately enjoy by having a quick glance at it, you can pick up that right there, the Xeno Devil variant cover. It's the first 24 pages. It comes as a floppy. That cover is fully covered. It features, Ashura from Blade Devil, and that's a jam cover by the ever talented Toxic Man Baby and Odie. And it was a lot of fun to put together. So if you just want to taste and at a low price point, you can grab that. And that's basically what Xenotype's about, guys. Like, it is exciting, it is fun, it's awesome, and it's what you guys are asking for. I looked at what the audience was saying they wanted, what was missing, and I catered to that.
Yeah.
And I hope that there's at least one person in the chat right now that hasn't bought the book that grabs a copy, because then we get up to a nice round number instead of sitting here on 589, guys. It's really triggering my tism,
OCD?
Yeah.
OCD is acting up again.
Yeah. But to everyone who is in the chat, actually, that has already contributed, I just want to say thank you as well. A big theme in Xenotype is that you matter as the individual. You yourself, I don't know you, but you matter. You're not just someone that's disposable. No one is, and that's really at the heart of this whole story, that the individual matters, and in a world that increasingly tells you that you're not, or that you should be a puppet or used. And I really want that to be represented in the comic book industry again. I want this to be about the fans. And I want this to be an exciting, fun space. So to everyone who has backed, I'm not just fishing for new backers. I want to say thank you for your support, sincerely and truthfully.
Dude, and I'm happy to say you're welcome. I'm a backer. This project is just epic looking. Everything about it, not just because I've known Liam, he's a great guy. Seeing what he put into this, his heart and his soul that went into every aspect of this. seeing a little bit more than everyone else has, I can clearly say what he has planned is something you're gonna want. You do not want to miss this. You really don't. This is the first issue, 200 pages. All the bells and whistles that are attached to this as well are cool, but the story itself is just absolutely beautiful. Just beautiful. And if anyone is curious and you only want to try, the variant cover, it is $29 for us in the US. So they did put it on the campaign here. So that's a good thing. I'm gonna assume then, looking at the previous campaign, that
I'll try and throw something a little in extra for whoever grabs the Xeno Devil variant, because it's a little bit higher than the price it was meant to be, due to a mishap. See, what happened was the COVID happened, and because the COVID happened, the Australian dollar went really, 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 really far down. Okay, like it went down to nearly 50 cents to the American dollar. It was really bad. And that was the time that I was selling this book. So a lot of people were getting this at a really good discount price over there because, you know, the USD was worth so much, which was great. But when I released the Xeno Devil variant cover, it was during that really low time. So when I put it to the $25 mark US, you know, the equivalents, then so that, you know, it would be what people would expect it to be. The when the dollar eventually crept back up, it pushed it to that higher point. So anyone who grabs that Xeno Devil variant after sort of the point where I've sort of was like the dollar's back to normal, I'm gonna like throw in like a trading card or a pin or something extra for you guys.
That's
just
cool.
No extra charge or nothing, just because I feel bad that I'm charging a little bit more. But that is also a collector's edition, you know, thing. These will never ever be reprinted ever again either. That's done. So, and that is, you know, a Comicsgate commemorative cover, you know, so it's a great collector's edition.
It really is, because Rage, he doesn't have it on his campaign, right?
Yeah, no, this is just for here, and it's to sort of commemorate how we came in at the same time. We're buddies, we're making manga, we're having a great time, and we're having overwhelming success and fun here in the community, and that's what that cover represents, you know.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's killer. That's really killer.
Yeah.
So yeah, guys, girls, let's see. Did anyone? I'd like to see it jump to 89. We want to hit that 90, 590. let's make that happen.
I'm thank you for everyone though. You know what I mean? So it's okay.
Yeah.
We're at a point now realistically where I think that everyone who's sort of in the audience has already picked it up, and I don't want people to feel compelled to buy more and more and more if they don't want more, you know?
Do it.
So
do it now.
I'm very grateful. I'm very grateful for everyone who has already backed the book, you know?
The purchase button is there.
Yeah.
Come on, click it.
Dude, we should have had Matt doing the pitches for everyone's books.
Yeah, Matt's a god of sales and marketing.
He is, but the voices alone are just fantastic.
I wish it worked on my shit.
Dude, hey, Art. Yeah, we came.
Get Art in here. Get Art in here.
Yeah, if you want the link button.
Get in here, Art. Come hang out with the cool kids. Or at least, you know, me.
Oh, look at this guy. And Liam's going to be kicked in about 3, 2, 1.
Street Fighter? Is that Street Fighter? Street Fighter?
Good ear, yeah.
Based. Bam. All right, you got the link if you want on, buddy. Who would I see over here? Hold on, I saw something before. Mighty Joe, yes. Thank you again for backing all the books. I'm really happy that you love them. And yes, Mogwai, thank you for dropping the link in there. Mix'em is my printer. I brought them to Comicsgate. Anyone who's been using them, it's 90% is because of me. So I got to say, they are fantastic. What they've been doing, the quality of the work, I couldn't be happier. And especially with how I work, that's the best printer that I'm able to find that comes the closest to how I'm actually working. So I went above and beyond. For the fans, I want to make sure you guys get the best experience and the best quality. And right now, they are the top printer, at least in my eyes. So hell yeah. And yeah, it's if anyone was wondering, I do choose the highest grade on everything because, again, these are very special books. I'm not half-assing anything. You get the thickest paper, thickest cover. The work's on the cover. Yeah.
It's got girth.
It's got girth.
got glaze. Yeah, I got mine recently, and it's freaking gorgeous.
I hear the ladies love it. We got
Practically a lethal weapon. It ought to be outlawed.
somebody clip that. I'm going to use that for my opener now. But yeah, so these are some of the stuff you could get on my campaigns. We have Through the Woods. If you guys want it, I suggest to get the combo, which has the ash can. So you're going to see the size between the ash can and the actual book. This is a really cool edition. I have a lot of different stuff in here, kind of like behind the scenes, the making of some of my process. We have some other artists like Joe Ball, Sim. Yeah, we have the cover is by Kelsey Shannon. I have I have at least 2 painted pieces in here. The very first time that I've ever fully illustrated the characters in color as well. So you'll see that. But yeah, the book alone is it's a big, beautiful book, hardcover. This is 100 pages. If I still have the drawing tiers available, so this is how you'll get it for this specific book. I do it on the inside cover. So it's extra special, and yeah. So if you guys want it, please jump on that. The campaign too. Frankie did a couple of new videos, so we'll probably play that maybe on the outro. But yeah, so grab those. City of Venus is still available. This thing again, this is a solo project. So everything I did in here, it's just me who worked on it. The artwork, I mean, if you guys haven't seen it yet, it's just some of my favorite work. Yeah, it's just really beautiful. This is the opener to the world. So this is the introduction of just a taste of what you're going to get. This book it's going to be going to a lot of bigger places. There's going to be more of a superhero aspect to it. So it's not just like that kind of dystopian future. There's going to be some more, like I said, more cool surprises with this title. But yeah, we'll also show that in a little bit, the actual campaign, if you guys missed it. But yeah, fast delivery. All these books are ready to go. They've been shipping. Yeah. And yeah, if you order it today, since it's past that time, tomorrow they go out. So that's just how quickly I fulfill. So if anyone
they're getting sick of seeing you at the post office,
They are. They all know me. It's crazy.
This guy again.
Is
that a good place to pick up chicks, Vinny?
There's some really hot chicks in this area.
Post ladies, that's what we're talking about. Vinnie Tatamella 2020.
There's one I'll tell you about later.
They're already pissed as hell, so you know what you're gonna get. No surprises.
Oh shit.
We have a good time.
Oh, I didn't wrench you yet. All right, buddy. I'm gonna jump on that. Somebody talk while I go and wrench my friend Mo.
Okay.
Yeah, that would normally be me, but let's make it more interesting. Matt, talk about your game and stuff. Tell people who you are.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm working on a game solo as well.
Matt, talk about your game.
Wait, did Liam? What happened to Liam?
Something happened. It wasn't me.
Yeah, it was weird. Your audio got like looped or something or repeated.
Yeah.
That might
have split into 2 people.
That was freaky.
Split into 2 people. Yeah.
That was freaky. But I'm working on a game called Savage the Shard of Gosen, and it's an old school action platformer RPG. Heavy emphasis on the RPG, because I think that's the part where people get kind of confused because they look at it and they're like, oh, it's Super Mario Brothers with a sword. But it's got some pretty nutrient-rich RPG simulation mechanic stuff going on. And I think I'm accidentally trying to squish something like Ultima Underworld or Daggerfall into Super Mario Brothers. So it's Conan the Barbarian mixed with like Zelda 2 or something, if that's your jam.
So what he's telling you is that he's built a game where your choices and your dialogue options actually impact the story and events that occur. It's not just like pretend like what you're doing and saying actually matters or affects your gameplay. So you've got a lot of agency in this game. You've got a lot of, you can sort of go where you want to go, generally explore where you want to explore. Things that you say to certain NPCs will trigger different events in the future. You know, there's a lot that you can really do in Savage, and that kind of excitement, that sort of it's a game where imagine being a kid and thinking, well, wouldn't it be cool if this happened? And that's sort of the whole vibe I get from Savage. You know, we've all felt that way. Wouldn't it be cool if you could do this? Well, imagine if there was a game that embraced that, embodied that, and that's what Savage is. What if? And then what if the answer was yes, you can.
You can kill all of the NPCs in the game if you want to.
I love it. Do you have anything to show them? Because if you got a link or you want to share a screen.
Yeah, sure. How about the trailer?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
A good idea.
Yeah,
maybe.
pop that up. By the way, yeah, Mo, you got your wrench. Frog G, you got a wrench. I think Hex Allen.
You get a wrench, and you
get
get
a wrench.
I am also using the full force and power of the Savage engine to build the Xenotype video game.
Yes.
Well.
Yeah, which will be fun. But let's talk Savage, because there'll be plenty of time to talk about Xenotype in the future. Let's talk about how badass Savage is, because I would not have hired you to make. Yeah, I would not have hired you to make the Xenotype video game if Savage was not amazing. Like, there's this one part in the game, guys, where like in the first trailer I saw, where he like kills a guy. I've split in two. Well, he kills a guy, and then he picks him up and throws him onto the spikes, and then uses his body as like a platform to make another jump.
Liam
I'm so proud.
Oh, so am I.
And put that on the back of the box. Okay, there's the thing.
Out of the mists and shrouded memory of prehistory comes a man. Brow wreathed in the blood of the slain. The trophies of the doomed heaped upon his name. And his power, placed in the palm of your own hands. Planet Tobor brings you an action-adventure the likes of which you've never seen. Explore an open world full of mystery and danger in new, breathtaking, barbaric processing. Engage enemies and terrifying creatures in fierce, positional, and skill-based combat. Arm yourself with the weapons and gear of legend. Level up to increase your power. Forge new equipment and gain the favor of the gods. Subscribe to the Planet Tobor Megadex to get access to tips, tricks, and all the latest codes to help you become the barbarian and bring the Argeshi Empire to its knees. Get your loincloth. Get tough. Get revenge. Get Savage, the Shard of Gosen. Coming soon to your home computing system. Swords. Sorcery. Revenge. Savage, the Shard of Gosen. Product rated B for barbarians only.
That was awesome.
Yeah, it looks bitchin', man.
Yeah, so awesome it needed 2 Liams, is what a double Liam is what I think Frog G said to promote it. You know, 1 Liam was not enough.
Hell yeah. And Hex Allen, yeah, he's right, man. Get early access. Do it now. The price will go up. Oh, you're muted.
Vinny, thank you for letting me share that.
Oh, dude, you're welcome, man. That was beautiful. Yeah. I love seeing that.
And he brings up a good point. The game is in early access, so it's not done. So you'd be supporting the development of it. So it's like a crowdfund still. But it is not going up in price. That's the price that it's going to stay at.
Oh, okay. Oh, sweet. Yep. Even better.
That said, it's still pretty far in development from what I've seen. It's not like it's 2 levels here. You know what I'm talking about? There's like there's like at least 6 or 7 bosses, isn't there? Like,
there are currently 9 in there, and I'm looking to add more. So
Yeah. So
yeah, the world's pretty big. There's a free demo on Steam, and you can really juice that thing. You can get like 5 hours of gameplay out of that thing if you wanted.
yeah.
Killer, man.
And it's about
And
the
this
first
isn't- this is-
25%
yeah.
of the map.
And it's got like a cool crafting system. So if you want to like, build some stuff up for yourself instead of just, farming, you can do that. Like it's really cool. You can build like a sneaky barbarian, or you can build like a strong barbarian, or you can build like a
Yeah, it's got
What was-
stat allocation and stuff as you level up.
Any gender?
so that you're really able to customize your gameplay experience,
Yeah, no gender choice, unfortunately. Red guys.
Yeah.
It's
There's so much toxic masculinity in it that there was no
I don't want to dilute it. I want pure toxic masculinity. Injected right into the
Yeah.
vein.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's right.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, it's great. So yeah, guys. Oh, if you have any links, drop them in there. I'm sure my wrenches.
Yeah,
will-
and it's on Steam. If you think that this is he's here and he's chilling an incomplete game, go play it. Go play the demo. If you go play the demo and you don't love it and want to continue to level your character up and explore new things and see what he does, okay, but it's there for you to check out, and there's so much cool stuff in it, So really go give it a look.
My favorite Steam review for it so far is Shovel Knight, but for men.
Yeah.
And yeah, Matt does think of just so many different things. I seen him working on a couple of levels here and there.
Creative Dynamo. One of the
Yeah.
most talented men in Comicsgate right now. Well, in the
He
independent
knows-
scene.
And it is getting its own comic as well. You saw the Megadex magazine in that trailer. That was supposed to be a joke, but people kept asking me if that's a thing they could actually get. So we're working on that as well. And the comic will be sort of inserted into that too. So
Which would be
video
fun.
games and
Should be
comics and cool stuff like that. Anime, it's going to cover stuff
Yeah.
like that. So
Right. That's great, man. Hell yeah. Dude, Matt's a great guy. Super creative, super talented, funny as hell. Dude, you're always welcome back on here too. So anytime you want to push anything, including that stuff, or just want to hang out, just get your ass over.
hey, thanks. I saw that bridge, but I decided to put away my matches. So
Oh, shit. But yeah, so
thank you very much, Vinny. I appreciate that.
dude, anytime, my friend. Red, let's talk about Sunsworn.
Yeah, man. But before we do, same goes, man. Any of y'all, you want to hop on the gaze? Feel free.
Straddle the gaze.
It's very
yeah.
masculine. Don't let the name fool you.
No, this is a great stream because we're going from comics to video games to novels, right? We got all kinds of mediums here.
Hell
This is
yeah.
for everybody.
You
We're
know
on
it.
the
A little bit
spectrum.
of something for everyone, yeah.
Yeah, we are on the spectrum.
Yeah, we're on the spectrum, and it's not just me. It's great.
I think
Join us
everyone's
on the spectrum.
these days. At least that's what my pharmacist says.
Take a ride on the gaze spectrum.
You won't be disappointed.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
oh,
man.
gosh, we have a good time.
So this is the first in a series of 6 books, novels that are going to explore some new territory in epic space fantasy adventure. Begin with a pirate incursion that leads to events that turn the galaxy on its head, and it's up to Aster Sunsworn and his companions to make things right again. Like I said, this is just the first entry in 2 trilogies. We're going to be having some comics as well. Talking to Carla about that at the moment. Hopefully, we can get her on board fully. And this will probably be spin-offs. There's going to be a main story, which will be in the novels. And then I think we're going to work spin-offs with the comics. Just do one-shots. But yeah, man, this is something it's been in my head for years, about 15 years. It started off as a role-playing game setting that I created. And I just took it.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, I just took it into the novel stage. But a lot of people say, like, why a novel and not a comic for the first entry? The answer to that is because the novel was damn near complete. I figured, why not? Instead of just going on Amazon with it and taking my chances there among that pool. I figured
You can tell a lot more story in a novel as well. You can get a lot more.
absolutely.
You can pack a lot more in.
Yeah, and yeah, Carla's cover on the companion book is it's beautiful. She's done a lot of pieces in there as well. if you're still in the chat, Carla, I dropped you a link as well if you want to jump on. I don't know, because I know she's been a little under the weather too with the pregnancy and everything. So
Yeah, she's growing a baby in her belly, and you here pressuring her into live streams, Vinny. You heartless misogynist.
I'm not. I said if she's there, she's
What
like,
about maternity leave?
Hey, listen, I've been cracking the
Yeah,
whip.
maternity leave from streams. Go buy. I've forgotten the name of her book. It's something death.
The
I'm a
Grim
bad
Reaper.
friend.
Grim
Grim Reaper. Thank you.
Grim Reaper
I haven't
too.
slept very well, guys. So,
No,
Grim
it's
Reaper 2, that's right.
What's the Skull Man? I didn't take my zinc.
it's got
I
death.
didn't take amazing.
Yeah.
I want Gaze. Is this I heard you talking on a previous stream. You were thinking about turning this into its own rule system,
Oh, absolutely.
like a pen and paper. Yeah,
I've got all kinds of things in my little
That's cool.
brain. I've
Yeah.
been rolling around, working on a card game as well for starters, and then
Awesome.
yeah, absolutely, I would love to see this become an RPG one day.
Oh yeah,
nice.
dude. And yeah, Mo Biggs is right. He said you could still get this this beautiful deluxe sketch that I did. So this one's still available. The other two sold out. This is one of the. It's a rare one. I don't do that many color pieces, traditional ones like that. I was experimenting and had some fun with it. So this started with color first, then I put the line work on top. Yeah, so yeah, this one was a fun piece to work on. And I want to do something cool for Red that was a little bit different. And this is also going to be, I could say it right, one of the trading cards.
Oh yeah, for sure. This is actually the trading card that everybody's going to get. I didn't have that on as a stretch goal, but I figured, what the hell? You know, everybody's been so supportive. I'm just going to throw in an extra trading card, and why not have Vinny's masterful art on that trading card?
That is a beautiful thing, and I did touch it up for the print of the card itself. I put some digital touch some things up. You'll see when you get it. But yeah, we had to make it extra special, extra popping, and yeah, I'm very happy about that too, and excited. Like I said, this is one of the few campaigns where I've done the most work on that wasn't my own, because I believe in what Red is doing. The story he's telling is just fucking epic, beautiful, fun. You guys are gonna dig it. You guys are really gonna love it. Yeah, these two pieces sold out. But yeah, the next stretch goal that he really wants to hit, and I think everybody wants this. The sooner this happens, the more likely it's going to happen. 15K, you're gonna get the audio version. So let's keep supporting this book. You're gonna want that.
How far off? How far off are we? The audio version.
How far off? About 1,600 or so.
That's
Not too far.
yeah, that's doable.
I've been closing in there. And if anybody that likes extras, we got a swag pack on this also. It comes with 2 prints. Well, a print and a mini print, a Sunswarm button, and 3 trading cards. Besides Vinny's awesome trading card.
Very cool, man.
Yeah, and Vinny and Carla are not the only awesome artists on this project. Vinny did the cover for the novel. Carla did the cover for the visual companion. They both have work in the visual companion. Got Narwhal working here as well. Lakima Mir's in here too. Simon's working on a piece for it. And I always feel like I'm going to leave somebody out.
Well, if you did, we'll talk about it later.
Yeah, for sure.
Outrageous lineup
going in here. All different styles, and that's because I wanted a variety of styles. I think this particular universe kind of lends itself to several different styles. You know, the more realistic stuff works well. The manga stuff works well. Cartoonish stuff works well. It all just goes, man. I love it.
Yeah, and Lakima Mir, he's gonna have a new project coming out. Towards the end of this year, he said.
I believe so. I think he's looking toward October.
Yeah, so you're gonna want to keep an eye out for that guy as well. And this is his the first campaign that he's actually done work on. So it's also special on that level as well, right? So
yeah, actually, Johnny Cage did a piece for me too. That's going on a trading card also.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Again, we got really great people. Some people in chat that weren't really involved in any campaigns are starting to become involved in campaigns. Again, this is what I'm saying. This community is a strong community. We're going to keep it that way. You know, we keep trying to help out others. That's why I was doing some master classes. I'll get back to those. I just need to get a little more work done of my own. But again, we're trying to help people out. Clayton, who was on earlier, Carla, I've helped them in the past, long before any of this stuff. It's just something I think as an artist, it's important to do. You want to pass on those skills. You want to help people out when you can. And that's kind of why I'm very adamant about what we're doing and pushing a positive message with all of this stuff. Angry Vinny comes out when he has to come out. But when it comes to this stuff, that's why I do it, right? That's why it's very important to me.
Yeah, we much prefer cheerful and cooperative Vinny.
Yeah. Yes.
Which we get most of the time. This is a very cooperative project. A lot of people have contributed to this, and I thank each and every one of them. All the backers, you guys are awesome. Appreciate it. Appreciate you guys showing up for chats. Just getting the word out for all these projects. You guys are awesome.
Hell yeah.
Oh, hey, Scotsman's here. Hello, Scotsman. You better be coloring that damn book, Scotsman. If you're not coloring that book, Scotsman, I'll break your fucking knuckles, Scotsman.
And Scotsman, you also have a link, so if you want to jump on, you can, and that way you can get berated by Liam on the live stream as well.
That might cause
and we'll get a ton more viewers because I'm angry. That's how it works.
Get a behind the scenes sneak peek at the way it's done.
The abuse at Conquest firsthand, an expose.
The live crying in the shower.
Liam puts on that rubber glove.
He's about to go deep.
Not safe for work punishment.
Cavity searches.
No, he's doing great. So he got I'm going to get shouted at for saying this wrong. Cintiq? What's Cintiq? Cintiq. He got one of those, and then he colored a whole page in 2 hours, when normally that would have taken him like 5. So I was like, yeah, this is a worthwhile investment, I would say. I think this is awesome. Other artists should maybe. Now. Yeah, exactly. I was like, holy cow.
Yeah, it's very cool to be working with that. When I made the switch to a couple of years ago, those first few pages that you start working on, that first artwork, it flies. It's a good thing. It's definitely a good thing.
Yeah, he said it was like gliding. I think it was the word that he used. Glides over the art, and I thought that's cool.
Satisfying.
Yeah, you want your talent to always have the best tools, and I think that's true of athletes and artists. Get them the best that you can possibly get them, and I'm really happy that was something that was really upped his production and
more
made
margin
big change.
for error, more wiggle room to break their spirits.
Right. Thank you, Art. Art knows what I'm talking about. I'm a passionate man, not an angry man.
A spicy man.
Amen. But you'll notice that Art's got the link and he didn't come. He's too cool for us. He's too cool for me.
I frighten Art sometimes. He knows that.
He's like, I'm not going to be seen on there with Liam. Oh my God.
We got Scotsman, but why is he a white nipple?
I'm still in the office at my day job.
Oh, hey. How you doing?
Where they don't have Cintiqs.
Right.
Lame.
Sorry, Scotsman. I didn't know you were working at your day job. I should not have yelled at you.
That's okay. I put in 10, 12 hours here, then I put in, like 8 to 10 hours at home on Xenotype. So,
Yeah.
All in a day's work.
Cool. Yeah, Art. Yeah, he's working. Leave Art alone. Liam, stop poking Art. All right.
Stop antagonizing everybody.
So you're saying that your work's more important than me, Art? I'm a human being, Art. I got feelings. Yeah.
Listen, Art's making art all the time. It's in his name. Okay.
Right.
He's living it.
Don't worry. Art's done this to everyone. We poked fun at him on a Michael Bancroft stream as well. So it's okay.
No, it's cool. I'm glad that we can entertain him here while he draws. I'm glad we can be his dancing clowns.
Yeah.
Thanks, monkey.
Listen,
dance now.
Art Tiber is comics royalty, as far as I'm concerned.
Amen. He's true blue. There are people in this industry that are fake and have nothing of fucking value, and then there's fucking Art, who is a legend.
Absolutely. And if you guys haven't,
genuine legend, genuine talent.
Jump on Black and White. I believe it's in demand now. If not, shake him down for copies. Do it now.
Put it this way. When I was learning to ink, from my mentor. He mentored my mentor. So
Mhm.
put it that way.
Right. Yeah. No, that's what I'm saying.
You show respect where it's due, you know? We got to get
That's
this industry back to the way of the samurai, motherfucker, you know?
We need to stop.
Honor and tradition and respect, you know?
Ritual
stop.
suicide.
It's
Yeah.
going.
Mhm.
It's going through his head again. It's going through his head again. Forget about black and white at the moment. Back Sunborn. We need to get this to 15. If you have any loose change after that, yeah, throw some at Art, but not too hard.
He's old.
No, his books are doing great. I can't wait for them. I back Black and White, Chrono Mechanics. He's got some great stuff there. So very cool. And yeah, Through the Woods. Again, we hit 37K this week, so I want to thank everyone for that support. It really means a lot to me. Like I said, because once these books are gone, that's it. I'm not going back to the printer on them. These are hardcover. These are expensive. So that's what I'm saying. What we have when they're gone, they're gone. But yeah, so this is a very special project. You're gonna want it. It's a ghost story. It's about Laura Langley, who she inherits this property in upstate New York. She's an investigative reporter, so she starts to see some kind of spooky stuff happen, and she finds out that the land is haunted. Something she didn't really believe in until she accidentally reawakens this restless spirit, and she gets kind of pulled into this world. But yeah, this is a contained story. You're going to see the tragic events of what happened about 100 years prior. And like I said, it gets heavy at times, but it's paced very well. There's been tons of great reviews on this. Check them out if you haven't. I repost a lot of stuff.
Hey, Vinny, let me try one.
Go for
Through
it.
the Woods. The only book where in Comicsgate where you see a man fight a bear. Go buy it.
And that's all you need to know.
End.
And shipped in, I believe, a hermetically sealed steamer trunk. No.
Yeah, I get the most care and love is put into the shipping of that project. So yeah, it's
Yeah, wrapped in Kevlar bubble wrap.
that too. A nice thick light box.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here's the yeah. I'll show you quick too. Oh, this was the campaign. Yeah, we got some of that stuff with the bear. If you guys wanted to see it.
Oh God.
Oh my God, it's gorgeous.
Show me another product. Show me another product with the guy that's so manly that he can throw hands with a bear. You know,
Right?
Not to mention his beard game is on point.
It is. Look at that thing.
Mm-hmm.
That is a manly man.
High tea.
He's hairy and everything.
I can hardly bear it.
Get hardly bear.
Yeah, it's high tea, not to be confused with VT, Vinnie Tartamella. Yeah.
Which is also very high tea. You guys know
One
that.
and the same.
One in the same, indeed. You all get a free bookmark with every purchase of this book. Like I said, the combo. You want to get the combo pack with the ash can. That's 20 pages, beautiful artwork. You can have other creators on there as well, including Kelsey Shannon. He has the cover on that. You're gonna get sexy artwork throughout this whole project. So yeah, this is definitely one not to miss, because when you miss it, you're going to be very upset. You're going to be jumping on eBay going, how can I get this book? Oh my God, why is it so much money now? Because it's super limited.
Yeah. Nutrient rich. Don't miss it. Take your vitamins.
You heard it here first.
Eat your vegetables.
But yeah, this is
You're strong.
it make you strong, big and strong.
Look at those 22-inch pythons. Hulk Hogan would be proud. Says Spike 220.
Yeah,
That's right.
Oh yeah,
Whoa.
your brother,
Pythons.
dude. Yeah, I mean, come on. How could you miss this book? You're gonna slap yourself in the face. You're gonna be, oh my God. How
While,
did I miss it?
while Hulk Hogan is at the gym and prance around entertaining thousands of people, you know, Limbo. Did I pronounce his name correctly? What's his
Lombardo, Jack Lombardo.
Lombardo? Yeah, he's out there fighting mankind's most ancient enemy, the tree. He has cut down so many trees. For too many years, humanity's been terrorized by trees. Everywhere you look, there's a tree just watching you, pretending that it's better than you, just standing there, looming, growing. They've got lifespans that dwarf our own, constantly taunting our mortality. and
The
he's out there and he's cutting them down.
go deep.
The roots of that's right, and he's out there cutting them down. He is a hero. He is a
Do
hero.
God's
He is
work.
fighting. Yep.
Matt
Point
jumping
to one other person that helps purge us from the terror, from the great terror that is the tree.
You can't.
You can't.
I
Well,
defy you.
And there's other great people in here aside from the tree, Liam. No, the villain of the book. Yeah, the villain of the book is he's just a son of a bitch. And you need a great villain when you're going to have a great hero, right? That's how it works in these kind of stories. And believe me, you were really going to despise that character, and I think you're going to embrace
Twisted bastard.
Yeah, and you're going to embrace Jack because he's just like, again, a manly man, a true hero. He's stepping up for what's right, and and you'll see.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine a story about a manly man stepping up and doing what's right in 2020?
I don't know. It sounds gay to me.
It's
my
rare.
goodness, my goodness. What a toxic concept,
Or a
Vinny.
novel idea.
How dare you?
It'll never work. It'll never sell.
It'll never work. It's a grift, they tell you.
It's definitely not low T bottom bitch soy boy behavior. That's for sure.
Right.
Exactly. Where's all the wait a minute, Vinny. Where's you're trying to sell this book? Where's all the coffee shop talk, Vinny? Where's all the scenes with them sitting in coffee shops, Vinny?
If this
I
book,
haven't
Any
seen one
good
scene.
food jokes in there?
if I revisit this book for the modern audience of blue hairs, yes, it'll only be about 20 pages. It's going to be just headshots, no backgrounds. It's going to be coffee shop talk.
Just the Kathy comic strip.
Yeah. I think that artwork is too detailed for Marvel and DC at the moment.
Ow! Ow!
Sing it.
Vinny, where's his organs with all those muscles? Where's his organs?
Have a look at the ghostly fog and mist around that cabin for a second. Scroll down and look at the atmosphere in that actual shot, guys, and realize that this is just one panel out of the book, right? Let your eyes adjust for a minute, right? Thanks. Let your eyes adjust for a minute and look at the skyline behind it and the sort of the forest, the mountain that falls back there, and the mist sort of shrouding the entire thing. This is if you're a fan of horror, this is very Tales of the Crypt. This is very it's just a great atmosphere. And this is the sort of thing that I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if this gets picked up and optioned. Be the first person to say that you backed it here, that tell your friends about it, and have it on your shelf. This is I'd say a must for any fan of horror.
Said the Orange Raven, nevermore.
Nevermore. That's right.
The Orange Raven, though.
And especially I feel like dark stuff you're going to enjoy because there are some dark moments. But Frankie also did a great villain promo. If you guys want to see that, he's also in the chat. So yeah, we're gonna play this one. He did this when we hit 666 like a week and a half ago. So it just worked.
Yeah, he was empowered by Satan for a moment. His eyes flared up. The darkness took him over, and he did this promo piece. Is that what you're telling me?
Absolutely.
It was the Lord Satan's work. So ladies and gentlemen, you're about to witness a holy or unholy event.
Put on some devil music first, like the Who.
Like that.
All right, let's rock and roll. I'll shut up. Sorry, guys.
Oh, shit. How cool was
No
that?
tree is safe.
No trees.
There you have it. You saw that long hanging shot where that tree creeped right in from the corner of the page, and sort of hung there, silhouetted in the distance. That's when I knew. That's when I knew that this was serious,
Creepy son of a bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Evil. And then we have some really hot stuff too. And Kelsey did this, so we need to play it.
Back through the woods. Today,
Kelsey looks great.
Right? He's been working
What's
out.
he been doing? Yeah, wow.
He's been doing squats. But because
back
it's
through the
tradition,
woods.
we need 3 times.
Today on Indiegogo.
And the final one, otherwise people would attack me.
Back
Yeah, you've ignited Stanley's heart. You can see him there in the chat.
Excelsior.
Excelsior.
He's in love.
Fantastic. So yeah, please continue to support and back this project. You're doing the Lord's work. And City of Venus. So this is the other one. Like I said, this is a brand new series. This is the first issue to opening up a bigger world. And so you guys know, issue 2 is coming right after my pirate book. I'm working on issue 2, and that's going to be at least double the size of this issue. So it's something you're definitely going to want to jump on as well. This is my post-apocalyptic story. Again, lots of cool stuff. I said the pitch before, so I won't bore you guys. But if you want to see some more of the cool artwork, check it out.
It's epic. It's great. It's exciting. It's beautiful. It's City of Venus.
Enough said.
Check it out.
Enough said.
Exactly. Check it out. Like Vinny is a master of the craft. He's one of the best guys that we've got for his age. There's pretty much no one else that can sort of match him. He's been doing this professionally for nearly 2 decades now. Just time goes by so fast. And this is it. This is the flip over. This is the next stage of things, guys. So support his career here and help us all move forward into what needs to come next, so that we can prepare the guys that are going to come up after us.
That speech gave me a midlife crisis.
Yeah.
Thanks, Liam.
We're all getting old.
Yeah, Jesus.
We're all getting old.
Well, it's experience.
Gonna go buy a motorcycle and date an 18-year-old. Be right back.
And buy a Corvette. And some Just for Men for my beard.
I'd be careful about dating those 18-year-olds, Tobor. You're gonna get a whole bunch of people with blue hair that don't get any angry. How dare you woo young attractive women? You monster.
That white girl rage.
Yeah.
They come with a protest sign. But also,
accessories.
With this campaign, you get the other 2 floppies I have, which are the art books. So they're 52-page art books. If anyone's seen my other work, there's a lot of it on Deviantart. I post it from time to time on Twitter. It's a ton of great stuff. You could get it separately. You could have it as an add-on. So on checkout you have your options, but there's 2 of those books. The featured tier, volume 2 was an exclusive with this campaign, but I ended up moving the first book over to this as well. So this is the place to get all of the floppy books, which are, again, these beautiful gloss finish, nice thick cover stock, the interior. It's a beautiful format. So
Was that the art book we were looking over the other day on stream?
Yes, that was the first one.
Okay, so I still am kind of lightheaded because I only have enough blood to run an erection and my head at separate times. So I'm still lightheaded from that. It hasn't fully gone away.
And you heard it here first. So if you want a great erection, you're going to want this art book.
Volume
1.
But that's
Cure your ED now.
Scotsman, that was longer than 2 hours, so I would really suggest you go see your doctor.
Well,
just,
Liam, I'm quite virile. You know what I mean?
He's gone 3 days with that erection. This was only 2.
Yeah. It's
On the 4th day, he sees the doctor.
That's right. That's right. I've been taking zinc. I've been taking my zinc.
On the 5th day, his wife sees the doctor.
Oh!
Maybe the chiropractor. Hey.
You're gonna need an adjustment, honey.
This family's walking funny.
Oh gosh.
But again, yes, you don't need those little pills. You just need to buy my books.
That's right.
But yeah, I also have
It's a public service at this point.
That's right. It truly is. I did tack on a couple of convention-style sketches as well, since there aren't any more conventions. So I figured, let me throw them on here. So if you guys want, I have Khaleesi there from Game of Thrones. I have a Superman piece. This is the one-of-a-kind artwork. So once it's gone, it's off the campaign. You can do an add-on to get any or all the books as well with these. So check it out. Like I said, I'm giving you options. You want options? You got options. And
Vinny.
Yes.
If one of your hands got screwed up in a horrible accident,
Oh,
and
boy.
you could get a robot hand, but it was evil,
Oh, shit.
would you do it? And which hand would you choose?
What does evil mean about it?
Yeah,
What would it do?
It's got a mind of its own sometimes, and it has it has evil intent.
Sometimes.
It's not. Yeah, sometimes, you know.
That's my
It's its own thing. It's its own thing. You can negotiate with it, I guess. You know.
Sometimes my hands are evil.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, that could be.
That sounds like normal. I don't know what this question is.
Yeah. So, So,
would
what would you do?
Yeah, I would be.
What would you do? Like, yeah, you take the evil Skywalker hand. Okay, which hand? Which hand would you give up for it? Your left hand or your right hand?
Well, I work with one, so I'd have to be the other.
Yeah. So
maybe I can do double the work. I get 2 pieces of paper. I'll let the evil hand do its thing. I'll let the other one do its. I get twice the work done. I like it.
You could commission it for pinups.
yeah, for pinups. Yeah.
That's right.
Okay. Cool. So now we know that. These are the hard questions we've got to face. You know,
These are the review questions.
Yeah.
So yeah, people, please. I'd appreciate.
Now, what if Vinny? What if your hand? What if your hand led Skynet, Vinny? What if you just? Yeah. What if you didn't know until it was a few months in that by making this deal that you'd given your hand the leverage it needed to initiate Skynet? What would you do, Vinny?
Is this like a Futurama episode with the robot devil?
No, this is a horrible nightmare future where people are there's islands of skulls and giant mechas that are running things over and
Would the
lots of
hand
people are dead
require
now.
Vinny for survival though?
Well, I don't know.
Because then
live
Vinny
on
could
with
live
the
as a
host?
king,
Yeah.
conqueror of the world.
I mean, it's happened now. It's happened. It's done. You know, like, and it's. What would you do? You know, like
You said the hand, not the arm. So I still have control.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I could just tie it up at night and stuff, and I'd be okay. You know, as long as it didn't run off and kill
You could
somebody.
sleep. So you could sleep at night with your
He could
evil
literally
Skynet
keep
hand.
the hand at arm's length.
Yes.
Hello, Hello, Stephanie. How you doing? Hello. Here I am. I'm asking the hard questions, and I'm wondering why people haven't bought more City of Venus yet. You know?
Yeah, guys, come on. This book, like I said, it's going to be a fun journey. It's not what you think it is from the get-go. People think it's just some kind of zombie book. It's not. You're going to see that as we get further into the story and you know more about the main character and whatnot. Liam has a good chunk of knowledge on some of this.
Yeah, I'm really excited for this one, but I'm waiting to expel all of my hype at a later date when there's a lot more people. It's very, very cool. It's very, very cool. It's a very interesting setting. I'm not even joking around at this point. I'm actually very excited about the future of this franchise and the direction it's going to go. I think that it's going to be something special.
I appreciate that because there's a lot that went into it, but there's a lot I still can't tell without having spoilers throughout the series.
Yeah, no, totally, and you shouldn't let the audience experience it. Mighty Joe says the Ghost Rider print is unbelievable, almost real.
Oh, thank you. Yes, like I said,
Was that the one you showed us the other day?
Yeah.
Where
Yeah,
Vinny
that's
said, I started
amazing.
drawing a skull, and then I just kept going.
Yeah.
And then it just happened.
And then there was a chain, and then there was a flaming motorcycle, and then there was a ghost
Rendered
rider.
in
I don't know
exquisite detail.
I don't know what happened. I was just,
It's true. It took me about 8 hours to do that piece.
I don't know. I was bored.
Yeah, I was experimenting straight up.
Frankie was like, I'm going out for a falafel. You want something? I'm like, nah, I'm going to sit here and sketch.
I'm just gonna doodle, fuck around.
The paper's a little itchy, so I'm gonna scratch it a little bit.
Yes, I'm gonna scratch it a little. It's this piece.
See, like they're
Embiggen yourself, Vinny. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, just a skull,
Just a skull. Nothing special. But yeah.
Jesus.
We had some
And
other
then I finished with the skull, and I thought to myself, you know what this needs? Fire.
a little fire, a little smoke.
Some chains,
But like I said, if you guys want some cool stuff, Volume 1, Volume 2, they're available. Volume 1 was with a different printer, but the stock quality is really fantastic on the paper as well. It is the thickest. The glossy finish is on Volume 2 and on City of Venus. The kid book, which is the Ghostly Manor on Howling Hill, which is also going to have a return soon, but it's super limited. So we found another box. When those go, they're going to be, that's it. So I'll have an update on the campaign. I'll drop the info too on Twitter. It's a Halloween theme book. It's in a Disney kind of style. So yeah, that's going to make a return as well, but I'll be attaching it to this campaign. So City of Venus is where you're going to be able to find it. It'll be the one place for all the single floppies. Because again, when the Pirate Book comes out, City of Venus 2, the campaigns are going to change. This isn't going to stay up forever either. But just giving you guys a heads up on that. This is some more samples of the artwork in the books. This is in Volume 2. So there's pinups in here, Greek mythology, you name it. I did a little bit of everything. Everything and the kitchen sink is in these books. So if you look at heroes, yes, Liam.
Are you awake?
If you could be immortal and never die, but you could never grow up, like Peter Pan, would you do it?
But what age am I?
You'd be eternally 12. Not quite a man, not quite a boy. Would you do it?
Matt said it.
No. So Vinny chooses his mortality, and that's fair. That's a hard choice. What about you, Matt? Would you be an eternal child?
Matt,
But there could be only one, though, right?
Shit, you got it. You said it. I was about to say, if it was going to be something, I want to be in the Highlander world. I want to take some fucking heads.
Vinny only wants to be immortal if he can kill other people. You heard it here, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
What about you guys in the chat? Would you take eternal youth if it meant that you could never grow up, that you eternally had the mind of a child?
I mean, I think I kind of do anyway.
Yeah, but
I know.
Go red.
That's
a good one.
So why not? Why not have the same mind without the aches and pains?
I'm going to be 45 and I color comics. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think I'm there.
Yeah, this isn't the hard questions. I got to come up with better questions.
cool, man.
Keep the art books coming. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Like I said,
The art books. Vinny got screwed around with a lot of his art, so his art books are like a massive fuck you to a bunch of people that screwed him around. So he's doing good. When you buy them, you're not just buying kick-ass art books. You're financing his future, and you're giving a middle finger to all the people that screwed him around and stole his art and put him on prints and T-shirts over the years. That he never saw a cent for. So it's good to support those things. Pick them up.
I didn't know that. That's fucked up.
Very true. Yes, art books are spite bucks. So if you want to, slap them in the face a bit, those are the books to get.
Yeah.
But like I said, it's also peppered with some other really cool hot pinups and things of that nature. So as you can see,
Yeah,
this is also one of
and the art books are good because they're good conversation points, right? Like with a comic book, right? You're sitting there, like, think about this: average reader, average consumer. Here, listen. You put yourself in this situation. You're like chilling out, and you've got like an issue of Batman on the cover, and you've got the on your counter, like it's just sitting there, and you've got this really hot broad over or a friend. And they're going to look at that and they think, well, what's that? They're not going to read that. They might sort of like go, okay. But if you've got a book full of really cool, beautiful illustrations and no sequential, any person, from a child to an old man, is going to pick that book up and look at it and flip through it and find it interesting, right? Because it's a lot of just, they don't have to read anything. It's a conversation point. You can ask them. You can put them in a situation where you can say, would you be an eternal child? You know, you can make them feel uncomfortable. That's what you can do when you buy art books. Yeah,
Perfect.
They are great conversation starters. I'm not helping, am I?
You're very smooth with your words.
Yeah, no, I'm making a mess here. That's the fun, giving some people some laughs.
The mess is in everyone's pants when they get those books because they're going to be so excited.
Yeah.
So don't forget that.
Yeah, for sure though. Mm-hmm.
All these books
Definitely.
tonight, not just mine. Like I said, we have Xenotype, fantastic, amazing book. You're gonna want this. You have two members of the creative team that are on panel right now. Scotsman did just gorgeous colors on this project, on this book. Phenomenal work. I suggest getting if you got to get one, I would probably say get the one with the colors. But if you got the extra scratch, get both. Do it. You can get the black and white. You can get the full colored one. These projects,
get the Scotsman cut.
Yeah,
Scotsman cut.
There are some slight differences in the line art along the way where I've made little tweaks and bits and bobs and whatnot.
There is. I've seen some of those.
That's right. And it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see who spots them and points them out. Like it'll be curious. So
thanks, Perth Comics, for stopping in. Cool. You take.
Thanks
it
for
easy
coming
tonight.
through, Perth Comics. See you later, buddy. You take care. Abandon
Awesome.
us. See if I care. See if I care, Perth Comics. You just go and go to your other streams. Just leave me here alone with these guys. With these guys stuck on the panel. Utterly shamed.
I can't quit. I can't quit you, Liam. I can't quit you, Liam.
Yeah. Take off your shoes prior to opening Vinny's art books because it'll knock your socks off. Good one.
We need to put that in a t-shirt.
Yeah. We have a good time.
I love it. Thank you, Frog G.
Yeah, and Xenotype is great, guys. I keep telling everyone. You can pretty much see it for yourself, but this will be as fun to read it as is beautiful to look at. And I'm sorry that I'm not exactly selling it, as hard to you as I should, but I don't want to sort of pressure anyone into anything that they might not enjoy. If you're if you're like, if you like shitty books, if you like crappy books, then you're probably not going to enjoy Xenotype. It's okay. Oh wow! Did I hit it? Thank you.
Did it.
Whoever backed me, thank you.
Hey.
OCD is being petted right now and calmed down, and then it's going to bother him for another couple days until he gets the extra 10 on that. It's 600 backers, which will also happen. But he thanks you right now.
If I hit 600, if I can hit 600 backers, I will be a happy Liam.
Step in, be the ointment that Liam needs to soothe his
tism.
You're like you consider yourself like a nice warming backer salve for his wound.
Yeah.
It's better
this
than
big
aloe.
open hole I have in my heart.
All right.
Your love is like bad medicine.
Let's talk about something other than books for a little while, just for a little while, and we can come back to books. So, we'll talk about Sunsworn for a bit because Sunsworn's cool, and I've like Red Gaze has been sitting there quiet like a good boy. I barely picked on him at all. I need material to go at him over,
What do you need? If you need like an underwear size.
Yeah, I don't know. I need something though, man. I need some sort of angle. I have no angle with you. You're too sort of competent. It's difficult.
Well, that's correct. Well, you know what? I need more backers. I need this project to go through the roof.
Amen.
We need to light a match under it and watch it explode into the stratosphere.
Hells yeah. Yeah, man, this is definitely a passion project. Great stories coming your way. There's going to be, like I said, at least 2 trilogies planned and, no, not ready to go, but the next one's ready to go. Got more comics coming. Yeah, like we said, we're looking at role-playing games. We're looking at card games. We're looking at all kinds of awesome stuff. So
You're gonna be your
Page
own
count.
TSR.
yeah, man, this is something that I can see just being around forever. It's something I would love to see being around forever because you know, I'd like to see this outlive me. That's what I want to see.
We're gonna have
Oh wow,
Sunsworn the mask,
that's
Sunsworn the baseball cap, Sunsworn the T-shirt. It's all about merchandising. They said it in Spaceballs.
Sunsworn the flamethrower. The kids love this one.
They Schwartz
Yeah, man.
be with.
I mean, I'm over here putting together my own PVC action figures. I mean, they just look like sticks, but you know what? That you can imagine. Use your imagination. That's a lost art.
The theater of the mind. is a
It's
powerful
better. It's
thing.
better than woods. You know, sticks from the woods. That's all I'm gonna say.
See, I'm not here right now. I'm on a beach, hanging out with my friends. Imagination.
God,
You're anywhere.
Cool breeze and hot women.
Yeah.
I've been seeing a lot of beach pictures come through social media, and I'm just like, you sons of bitches.
Oh,
Okay, guys.
I miss the beach. Anyway,
Aliens.
Yeah, excellent, Swarm.
Aliens. There's
Yeah.
space here. Aliens. Do they exist? Vinny, do aliens exist?
I think something exists. Yeah, I do.
Okay. Red gays? Aliens.
Of course,
You think they do? Okay.
absolutely.
Matt?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, and they took our jobs. Oh, like space.
Yeah, like space aliens.
Yeah, oh,
space aliens.
no, that's stupid. That's a stupid concept.
Okay. Scotsman. What do you believe in aliens?
The
You think they
belief,
exist?
the belief in aliens is a thinking man's game, right? So if you look up, just take a moment, go slackjaw, look up into the sky and see the billions and billions of stars out there. Now,
4D space.
thinking critically for a second, it is mathematically impossible to me as a critical thinker that the Goldilocks zone that the Earth resides in is not possible somewhere else in space. So that means to me, whether they can reach us or not, or we have the ability to contact them is a different conversation. But I believe it's a statistical impossibility that life does not exist anywhere else.
Sold. I believe in aliens now. I'm starting a blog.
There you go. There you go. There you go.
Liam, answer the question.
Scott,
You know, I asked the question, so I should have a good answer.
Yes, you fucking do.
I don't really know. Honestly, I've always been on the fence.
Xenotype
I think
happens on
it's-
another planet, Liam. What the fuck
Yeah,
do
I
you
know.
mean?
I'm interested in aliens, but I don't know if they exist or not. You know, like I'll say yes because in the are you ready, ladies and gentlemen?
I
Are you
bullied
ready?
Liam into saying yes.
Start taking notes.
I bullied
In the
you.
book of Job, they refer to beings of other worlds and of otherworldly origin. So the idea that it's mutually exclusive, that life is mutually exclusive to sort of Earth, being in stark, making that sort of stark contrast that God couldn't exist, I'm not sure. And I believe that God created the universe and everything. So maybe he created aliens too. Maybe they're out there. That's where I'll go with today. Maybe I'll change my mind tomorrow.
Okay.
We see some of those aliens. They got blue hair. They wave their fingers.
That's right.
yeah, I think we've
Do
already.
you
been heavily
believe?
invaded.
Do you believe
Those are
that
lizard
Earth,
people, I think.
do you believe that Earth has been visited by aliens like Greys? Like, do you believe in the Greys?
Yeah.
Or do you think that they're the product of pop culture? What do you think?
No. Yeah.
Wait, the Greys. Why do you got to be a gracist, Liam?
Damn.
Ah,
Hey, I am.
Goodness
my name is
gracious.
Liam. My name is Liam Gray. Hey, I'm a little
That
know
they
they're
have
hint,
blue.
buddy.
There's
Yeah.
probably a bunch of big blue-haired feminist heifers that like to graze.
Real quick,
Frankie knows. Says UFOs exist, aliens don't.
I got to answer
Spy-
G's question.
Yeah, answer. I'll shut up. Sorry,
They are
I'm
not
that.
stealing our waffles. I made fresh waffles yesterday morning. I never ate them.
Mhm.
Let them sit out all night. They were still there in the morning. I'm confident that they're not stealing waffles.
Mm.
Mhm.
Why would
Okay,
you leave
we've got
waffles
that.
out all night?
We'll rule it out.
Sorry.
I'm
What?
retarded, Vinny.
He's a scientist, Vinny. He's doing science. Stop shaming the man.
He was,
Yeah,
he
I
was,
like
he was,
the answer better.
he was growing life. They're there for a couple of days. There's mold happening. He wants to see if a city's going to form out of the waffles.
Spike believes. Adai says they shop at Walmart. Stephanie
Yes.
believes too. Interesting. And do you guys believe in, there's a little delay here, but do you guys believe in sort of the standard grey, the Hollywood grey, like little grey aliens with big eyes? Or do you think that they look like something else? Do you think we've been visited? What do you guys think?
I bet
These are
there's
the
a few different kinds.
Yeah, I'm sure
Okay.
there are ones that are tall, some that are short, some that are
Big ones,
Some-
tall ones.
I want them to look like Silver Surfer.
Okay.
Wouldn't that be? Imagine if aliens came to Earth, and they're just these super buff, ripped Adonises with like long, flowing Fabio hair, and they come out, and
That's
they're all
almost,
like,
it's almost like the freaking what were those Ridley Scott movies?
Oh,
Like
yeah.
The not alien
engineers, yeah.
movies.
Yeah, the
Right.
engineer, the Prometheus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
almost
Imagine,
like
they
that.
come up and they're super buff and everything.
Silver Surfer is just the collector's edition of those guys.
Right.
They've got space travel, and everyone's gathered all around the world. Everyone's hushed, waiting for the first alien words.
Silver
Well,
Surfer is
what's
Michael
your-
And they
Jordan.
say their first words to mankind is toxic masculinity rules. It helped us build space travel. Then what happens? What happens to the world?
War.
I
Riots,
forgot.
protests.
You forgot to nap today, Liam.
What you're describing are the Pleiadians from Pleiades. That's who you're describing.
Oh, cool. The Swedish ones. Yeah.
Yeah, the Nordic-looking ones. Yes.
Yeah, Liam spreading the Chad alien theory. I love it. I'm going to lean into that, Frog G. Chad alien theory. Yeah, with no packages.
Chad aliens. Yes.
Yeah, Chad aliens. I believe. Yeah, thank you, Frog. I believe that the aliens are Chads. Chad alien theory is my John Malin has flat Earth. I have Chad alien theory, ladies and gentlemen.
Solid
I want to
theory.
see it in every chat I show up in.
No one has debunked it yet, so
Must
It
be
must
true.
be. Well, it must be coming down here.
According to the math, I've got to be right.
yeah.
Right.
So
That's
far,
true.
so good.
I think they're all just visiting Seattle area and they're probing them all. I think they're implanting them with craziness and having them run amok in the streets.
Just for fun.
In all
Just for
seriousness, are you guys talking about people going Looney Tunes in cities? How many people here are familiar with the Mouse Utopia experiments?
Yeah.
What's that?
Does not ring a bell.
Okay, so what happened was there was this scientist, and he took a bunch of mice, and he built an enclosure.
This is the beautiful ones, right?
Mm-hmm. He built an enclosure, and in this enclosure, he put mice, and he gave them everything that they could ever want: unlimited space, unlimited food, unlimited water. What would happen? And it was very interesting. Basically, without going into a lot of details, I suggest people look this up if it sounds like it's something you're interested in. But essentially, they started to sort of isolate into cliques and then turn on one another, and then some sort of self-isolated and became like incels. They were called the beautiful ones, and they would just completely become focused in on themselves, like the way that a lot of people have today, by just keeping everyone living in these close spaces to one another. Even though they had all the space they needed, they sort of went crazy. They started attacking each other, chewing their own tails off, chewing other tails off, or just completely self-isolating. It was really fucking bizarre and weird. Yeah.
Holy hell.
Yeah, and it really looks a lot like, without being overly dramatic, it really looks a lot like what's happening to society today with humans. You know,
get to that age of plenty.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
it's twisted, but yeah, I see it, man.
It's really interesting. It's really interesting. And the fact that the beautiful ones came and they're like the equivalent of incels and all this other stuff, it was like, this is weird. Why would the mice react that way? And people, of course, say, well, humans are not mice. We're far more advanced than that. But it's like, well, why are we acting the same way under the same conditions? That's sort of a bit of a worry.
Right? Is that right? Turn on the news.
Yeah.
Look at Twitter.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
Yeah,
it's kind of crazy.
very crazy.
I haven't slept, so I'm kind of finding it hard to bring my normal insane energy to the stream. But I'm trying, guys. I'm trying
bringing
everything.
You're definitely bringing the insanity.
Yeah. I'm just not bringing the same wild. Oh my god, did Liam just say that? That's what I've got to get back to, and I don't have it in me right now. You know.
Don't worry, man.
Force it.
Yeah,
It's got to
don't
come
force
natural.
it. You'll get hemorrhoids if you force it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're
Eat
gonna
more
need
fiber.
creams.
Eat more fiber.
But this stream
So-
was valuable to me. It got me my one extra backer to get me to that nice round number, and I discovered the chat alien theory that I think will truly enrich the lives of many people going
Yeah,
forward.
that is a day right there.
Look at that.
Mhm.
Liam he used me and he said it. He told everybody. Remember
Holy
that.
Fuck.
Red, what did you say?
I said you get hemorrhoids if you hold it in too, so it's like a double-edged sword.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
see? You're right. Have your fiber, drink your coffee, take a nap.
Speaking of such things,
Hemorrhoids?
I got my first wrinkle. I'm getting old, guys. I don't know if anyone else has got a wrinkle, but
Your first one?
I was looking in the mirror. Yeah, I was looking in the mirror. I was brushing my teeth, and I thought, I got a wrinkle. I got my very first wrinkle. It happened just yesterday. I've been quietly keeping it inside, screaming in terror. What about you guys?
I've had
Not
my
as
wrinkles.
exciting as your first pube.
Yeah, no.
Matt, did you take your first great pube out and put it in a jar? You saved it.
I got a collection.
I get a collection now.
Yeah.
Oh,
So everyone's gone quiet? Is it just me? Am I the only one that has a wrinkle?
no, we all have wrinkles.
Yeah, I've wrinkles.
Okay,
I got
okay, cool.
wrinkles on my balls.
My balls.
Whoa.
My sack is full of them.
Whoa, okay. So now I don't feel. Now I'm not alone anymore. You know, now I'm not alone.
Yeah. I got rid. What a freak.
You're like, yeah, my
This is happening.
Liam's like, my balls used to be so smooth. Now there's one wrinkle on them. What's going on?
I must have learned something new.
Yeah, no, it's just on my forehead. I was looking in the mirror and I just thought, like, wow, I'm gonna die. You know, ruin my day. You know, I
That's
just
a weird- that's
dragged
a
my feet
weird-
along. I thought,
My hair has
Weird.
been going gray since I was like 14.
yeah, you've
Yeah.
got fucking cool. Matt's got like cool Reed Richards hair. You know, like he just hides it.
But yeah, Spike
hides it.
2020 is right. Yeah, tribalism. It's what's going on with humanity. He's right, 100%.
Mhm. Yeah.
It's fucking crazy, man. It's really crazy. You know, it's bullshit. But
Bullshit.
yeah,
We all
Matt,
have lizard brain. Yeah.
let's see that here. Get closer to the camera.
Oh God.
Sherry,
Hold on. I gotta take
Locks.
my
Now-
take my cans off.
Yeah, and now everyone's gonna instantly think that he's smarter. See?
Look at that. He's a fucking genius. This is the smartest guy on my panel ever.
Yeah. See? He's
Look
got Reed Richards hair. Man's
I don't know if
brilliant.
you can see that.
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah, we do.
we just said you're the smartest guy in the panel I've ever had because you have that distinguished gray on the side just perfectly. I have them
Oh,
all
yeah.
sprinkled around.
All
I'm
of
like
us
I'm like Mr. Fantastic and the magician guy.
Yeah,
The-
and
the-
strange.
Strange.
Yeah, exactly.
You're like that
The
strange,
magic man.
fantastical guy. But I think we stretched this stream
Just
out
like
enough.
Dr. Fantastic.
He's Dr. Fantastic.
Dr.
Oh god.
Fantastic. Oh, Mr. Strange. Mr. Doctor.
Yeah, we are approaching the 2-hour mark, and
Yes.
and that
So,
that seems like a good point to end it for Liam, at least. You know.
yeah, I think so. I think we had a fun time. We covered some cool campaigns. If you guys haven't yet, jump on Clayton's project. Let's see.
Kozor.
Can we get him some more? Oh my God! Yeah, he's about to hit 5K. That's fantastic.
What was he at before the
Crush.
stream?
It was like what, 3,000?
$2.
$2. He had $2.
I want
Yeah.
my $2.
He had like 58 backers, I think, when he came on stream, and now it's at 78. I'll take credit for all of it. No.
You better send me a
But-
Christmas card, Clayton.
Send me a Christmas card. Oh, shit. Give me a drawing of something special. Guys, everybody. Guys, girls, everyone who showed up, I want to thank you yet again. Without you guys and girls, we can't do what we're doing. Remember, keep kicking ass while you create, but be kind to one another. Have a good night, everyone. Thank you, everyone on panel. We're going to see you again later this week, possibly. So, yeah, I'll try to do another stream during the week. So, thank you and good night.
Goodbye.
Down with Skynet.